So we're talking about sort of the possible role of meditation, or maybe we could even say mind consciousness, consciousness of mind, metaconsciousness, around bodily pain. Maybe it's post-surgical, maybe it's arthritic as far as I can tell for the rest of my days, or maybe it's this injury that's just slowly, I hope, recovering, or just this is how this is now, like, I've lost a limb and I have this pain where the joint is, and that's pretty much where you're going to be. And so we might ask, what might be the role of meditation in this, or metacognition, or consciousness about consciousness. And I would say that it's really helpful to remember that our thoughts are not our experiences. Our thoughts are not our sensations. Our thoughts are a part of our full experience, but they're no part of our sensation. And the sensation is the meeting of the consciousness with let's say the environment, both inner and outer, right? So it's where my senses learn about the world, the inner world, the outer world, right? And the thoughts that I have, which for a lot of people are distressing thoughts, right? So I get pessimistic now that I feel the pain. Once I realize my elbow doesn't straighten anymore after that surgery, I get annoyed, I get frustrated, maybe I get impatient. Like, I've been to PT for 3 weeks. I should be able to lift a barbell again, or ride my bike again, or swim the way I used to swim, or whatever. So we might get impatient, we might get frustrated, we might get annoyed, we might get unfairly expectant, sort of demanding. We might get kind of resigned and depressed, all these sort of things. And those thoughts are commentary on the experience. They can't be the experience, right? They can't be the sensation. They're a part of the whole experience, but they're no part of the sensation. And the sensation is where my life is lived, right? The thoughts are, dear diary, after the fact. Dear diary, I was extra frustrated and annoyed because my doctor said in 3 weeks later I'd be able to ride my bike. And it's 3 weeks as of midnight, and that's why I'm up at midnight to try riding my bike. And now I hate my doctor. I'll never go to the doctor again. I'm annoyed. I'm going to get on my bike anyway because he said 3 weeks. What are all these kind of thoughts? These are all dear diary about the sensation, about you meeting life. So what I recommend doing is developing let's call it a mantra, but just a ready phrase that helps you in that moment remind it. So I go to lift my arm, and that's going to trigger my bursitis or something, or whatever that might be. And there's the pain. And I know reflexively it's easy then to go, I hate being old, or I wish I never got that surgery, or I should have gotten this surgery sooner, or I hate this medicine I'm taking, or whatever, right? I wish I never stopped bodybuilding, whatever your thoughts are. Or just, God, I hate this, that kind of a thing. Instead of having that reflexiveness, say something on the order of to yourself, maybe even out loud, the thoughts are not the sensation. The sensation is where life is. Life is what I want. Right? However you want to say that to yourself, but that quick reminder to sort of displace the thought, or fill the space that the thought would otherwise fill with something that like detours the mind. So when the mind gets here, we're paying attention to this. And that is this truth that for you works, that thoughts are not, thoughts are but a commentary. I'm not here for a commentary. I'm here for an experience. I'm here for an expression of the world through me, an expression of me through the world. So I don't want to say, here's the phrase for you, because I find that people just sort of test it out. What's the exact word? What's the order? I'm thinking probably 1, 2, 3, 4 words, something sort of simple, but something that's honest so that you can fit it in. The moment you feel the inflammation, the moment you feel the itch, the moment you feel the numbness, the moment you feel the throb, the moment you feel the sharp pain, for particularly something that's chronic. If it's a sharp pain that's new, maybe you do, let me pay attention to this. This is a new thing I have to get a diagnosis and prognosis for. But if it's, I know what that is. Like I have a bad back. When that does the thing, I try not to then say, this means I won't be able to mow the lawn. This is the only day I was going to be able to mow it. It's raining tomorrow. I just say, the thoughts are not the reality, right? The thoughts, any thought here will take me out of my life. It will take me out of the life I'm living. It will take me out of the ability to experience this expression of life, this moment. Later I can have the thought, when I'm taking a shower, when I'm bandaging myself up, when I'm cooling down, when I'm changing my clothes, when I'm in the bathroom, when I'm in bed. I think, okay, you know what? I've noticed that twinge every day I tried to shovel. Maybe I shouldn't shovel anymore for a while, or check with my doctor, or change my exercise. Okay, now I'm making a reasoned plan around it. I'm not sort of having this reflexive mental process or train of thoughts that are triggered by, let's say, a painful experience, of the body. So developing a way to say to yourself, the moment you feel that familiar twinge or throb or ache or tightness or whatever, any thoughts here take me out of my life. And my life is happening right now, and it turns out right now it's a little painful, it's a little itchy, it's a little stiff, it's a little slow, it's a little tingly, but those aren't opinions. So it's not a little frustrating, it's not a little bit annoying, it's not a little depressing, it's not a little confusing. It's a little itchy, it's a little tingly, it's a little tight, it's a little stiff, it's a little slow, it's a little painful. Okay, them's his facts. That's my life, right? The thinking is not the feeling. That make sense?
Absolutely.